Grass Valley has entered a multi-million-dollar strategic partnership with Diversified. This is a AMP platform strategic partnership between DSI and Grass Valley, who Grass Valley is, as we know, renowned for technology, including traditional hardware and software for media workflows on premises, in the cloud, and in hybrid environments that will be integrated with diversified solutions and services. Philip, what is DSI's strategy for the cloud and virtual world?
So I think this is it's an interesting partnership. Like a lot of systems integrators, everybody's looking to try and figure out what their role in this new world order is. In the past, Diversified was the people who would rack and stack. They'd get the hardware, they put it in the racks, they wired it all up, they install the software, get things up and running. In this new world where everything is software oriented, software defined, things are in the cloud, trying to figure out what their role is if I don't have to pull wires. I think Diversified's made the right choice here. They're building out a platform. I believe they call it their IO platform, where they're simplifying the process of getting signal from the ground into cloud and from the cloud back into ground. And now they're going to start layering in these additional services, one being Grass Valley and their AMP platform. I think this really opens up a much larger addressable market for them. So in the past, if you wanted to do a full-on Grass Valley production control room, it's a very expensive proposition. The hardware investment, wiring, cabling, it's very capital intensive. In this new model, smaller organizations can effectively rent the service for a period of time without that large capital investment. And this whole process is being simplified by Diversified's relationship with Grass. So I think that a lot of vendors, I know Imagine is looking at similar things. I would assume Evertz is looking at similar things, because their organizations are software product driven, not necessarily professional services driven, although they have a big professional services arm. So that now you go from, a couple hundred people being able to afford the solution per year globally to potentially thousands. So they can't scale fast enough to install and configure and put all these things together for their customers. So they've enlisted the help of other organizations, Diversified as one. So I think it's an interesting move for Diversified. Diversified is, you may or may not know, is sort of that 800-pound gorilla in the marketplace. Not only are they in the broadcast space, but they're in the AV space and the medical space and government. And so everybody's making content these days. And now that line is being blurred a little bit between what you would consider to be professional versus, say, AV, or broadcast versus AV, which I think is a good thing. Quality, better quality across the board for everybody. So in general, I think it's a good move on both Grass and Diversified's part. We'll see where it eventually nets out.